All right. So today's topic is Tunstall code, right? After Golem code, we are doing Tunstall code, and we are going to see how the Tunstall code is different from the other codes which we have done in earlier sections. Let's get started. So first of all, I want to tell you certain properties of this particular Tunstall code, which says that Tunstall codes are the codes which generate fixed length codes, What does it mean? That it means if you have a source in which you have 5 alphabets, let's say, so those particular 5 alphabets will have fixed length code. All the alphabets will be having the same length code. Let's say if it is 2, so all the alphabets will be having, all the symbols will be having the code length of 2, right? Earlier we have done so many codes in which the codes were generated in variable length. So here this is the main difference, that it does, the Tunstall code generates the fixed length code, right? Second thing, no input code is a prefix of another to assure unique encodability. So I hope you all remember the unique encodability and decodability. We have already done the unique decodability test in our previous lecture, and this you can relate it to that particular lecture, and you can see if you want to see. It says that unique decodability or encodability is assured. How it is assured? It is assured as no input code is a prefix of another. This is how we used to find out whether a code is decodable uniquely or not. Input code should not be a prefix of another code, right? So it assures this particular part. Next thing is it minimizes the number of bits per symbol. What it does, it is going to minimize the number of bits we are going to use for per symbol, right? So that is the average also. Now let's get started with the point how we are going to design the Tunstall code. So let's start with this without going into the algorithm. I am going to start with the Tunstall code in which we have taken a question, and step by step I'm going to tell you how to solve this particular question and how to design the Tunstall code. So let's see how the question comes. The question here given is design a Tunstall code of n is equal to 3 bits. Sometimes it just says design a Tunstall code of 3 bits. So where 3 means I am talking about small n. This is the variable I'm going to use for number of bits which I need to encode a symbol, right? Now, what is the source? The source is A, B, and C. Here we have been provided with the probability of each symbol. That is, for A, the probability of A is 0.6, probability of B is 0.3, and probability of C is 0.1, right? So one thing you have to do is whenever the number of bits is given, that the length of the code should be of 3 bits. So here n is equal to 3. Now I need to find out how many or maximum codes that I can generate for this particular source is 2 raised to the power n. This is the maximum number of codes I can generate. It cannot be more than 2 raised to the power n. So here, if I say 2 raised to the power n, I mean to say that 2 raised to the power 3. So what is 2 raised to the power 3? It will be equal to 8. Okay, so 8 is what? 8 is the number of codes I can generate with the help of this source. Now, what I need to do is, if you remember the Huffman coding, so what we do, we take 2 columns. One is the letter and second one as the probability. And I'm going to sequence it in the descending order. That is, the descending order is A, the probability is 0.6, B, probability is 0.3, C, probability is 0.1. Now, you can see this is in descending order. right? The maximum is A, then B, and least is the C probability. Now what you have to do, the next step is you are going to just I'm pinpointing this step, that what you have to do is you have to take the letter that has the maximum probability and you need to remove that particular letter from the list. So which is the letter which has the maximum probability here? A is the letter that has the maximum probability. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to omit this particular A from the next step. That is, I'm going to write letter probability. I have omitted out A. I'll write B, the next symbol, that is 0.3, B as 0.3, then C as 0.1, C as 0.1. Okay. Now what I have to do, whichever symbol I have taken out or omitted out from the list that has been the maximum, that has the maximum probability, what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply it with the all these particular letters. Example, I have omitted out A, so I'm going to multiply it, or I'm going to take it with the itself also, that is A into A into A will be multiplied by B. So I have omitted out A, and it will be taken up with all the three symbols. AA is taken. What I have to do, I have to multiply 0.6 into 0.6, so that comes 0.36. Then AB, 0.3 into 0.36, sorry, 0.3 into 0.6, that is 0.18, that is AB. Then I have AC, I'm going to make AC. What it will be? It will be 0.6 into 0.1, so it will be 0.06. So this is the second step, right? Now I'm going to move to the third step. What is the third step? I've taken the same table so that I can relate it to you. So this is the table we have already taken up in the last slide. Now what I have to do, this is the table. I have to find out again the maximum probability alphabet. So which is the maximum probability alphabet? This is the alphabet which has the maximum probability, AA, right? This has the maximum probability as 0.3 is less, 0.1 is less than this, 1.18 is less than this, and 0.06 is also less than this. So I have to omit out this particular letter from the next table. And what I have to do, I have to multiply it with all the letters which were earlier defined, right? So let's take A into A, right? AA, I have omitted out. So what will be left in the next table? I have B, 0.3. So B I have taken. Then I have C, probability 0.1. So I have taken C, 0.1. I have omitted out AA because it has the maximum. Then I have AB, 0.18. So AB, 0.18. Then I have AC, 0.06. So I have AC, 0.06. Now what I have to do, I have to multiply this particular AA with the initial table. And what was the initial table? Initial table was A, that was 0.6. It was B, that was 0.3. And then you had C, that was 0.1. Right? So this was the initial table. Now you have to multiply this AA with the initial table. So what are you going to do? AA multiplied by A, so it will be AAA. Okay, AAA, what to do? 0.36 multiplied by 0.6. So it gives you 0.216. Okay, then AA will be multiplied by B. So AAB is the new letter. what it will be? It will be 0.36 multiplied by 0.3. So it is 0.108. Then you have AA, that has to be multiplied with C. So the new letter will be AAC. Now you see 0.36 multiplied by 0.1 will be 0.036. Okay, so this is the letters you have got. Now I need to check, right? How many codes I can generate? I can generate maximum 8 codes. From where? From here. I have calculated I can generate maximum of 8 codes. It cannot be more than that. So let's see, if I generate one more table, how many codes I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I already have 7. If I generate one more table with the same procedure, I'll get more number of letters, more number of codes than the 8. So I'm going to stop here because I have reached a point where I got the maximum number of codes. Now I have to generate the codes. Generating the code is very simple. What you have to do, you have to by this sequence only, you have to write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now you have to convert it into binary code. So what it will be, because you have to generate 3-bit code in the question, it is given you have to generate how much? 3-bit code. So that is why we need to convert this particular decimal value into 3-bit binary representation. And I hope you all know how do we generate the 3-bit binary representation of these numbers. So for 0, it will be 000. For 1, it will be 001. For 2, it will be 010. For 3, it will be 011. For 4, it will be 100. For 5, it will be 101. And for 6, it will be 110. So this is how we are going to generate the Tunstall code. Now there's one more method in which we design the Tunstall code. So in the question, it may be given that you have to generate it with the help of a tree or with the normal table form. So let's see how we generate or design the Tunstall code with the help of a tree. So just have a look here. What we are going to do, we are going to see that suppose there are m initial symbols, and same thing, target output length n will be 2 raised to the power n, that is less than m, greater than m. So what I have to do, I have to form a tree. Let's directly move to a question and see how we have to form a tree. This is very simple process. The same thing we have to do. Let's see, in example, we have been given PA is equal to 0.7 probability, PB the probability is 0.2, and PC the probability is 0.1. And the number of bits codes to generate, I have to generate the 3-bit code. So what it is, I've generated a tree. In this, there is a root node, and I have the 3 symbols: A with probability 0.7, B probability 0.2, and C probability 0.1. Right. Moving further, what we will do now, we are going to elaborate it further. That is, I am going to make the maximum probability node will give birth to 3 nodes, that will be AA, AB, it will be multiplied by all and itself. So AA, AB, and AC. So A will give birth to A, B, and C. And this will be multiplied by this because this is 0.7. So it will be what? It will be 0.7 multiplied by 0.7. So 0.49, 0.7 multiplied by 0.2, 0.14, 0.7 multiplied by 0.1, so 0.07. Right? Moving further, what you are going to do, again you are going to follow the same process. That is, because this has the maximum probability, this particular node, so it will again be concatenating the A and B and C. So A again will be multiplied with this. So multiplication you can do. AB will be multiplied 0.98. Then you have AC multiplied, this will be taken out, right? Now, in this, you can see what you have reached. This is A symbol. So this is A. Then you have A, B. So AAB. Then you have AAC. So AAC. Then you have AB. Right? You have to reach to the leaf node. AB. AC. So AC. Then you have B and then you have C. B and C. And then you are going to generate the codes from 0 to 6, right? As this is same 3 bits, so 2 raised to the power n will be taken. This is the number of codes. I hope you have understood the Tunstall code. Thank you very much.